Hey guys, I'm here with our weekly energy reading for the week of September 30th through October 6th. I feel like I haven't done a reading in a while. Your girl was sick again. The luxury of having kids. But I wanted to come on here with this reading. I feel like my style of reading has got a little different too. But let's jump right in. So this week, I am seeing that while I was meditating, the one word that came into my mind was focus. We are focused because the sun is still in Libra this week. As we know, the sun's in Libra. And Libra is all about, well, not all about, but Libra is really big on relationships, really big on friendships, partnerships. And not only that, but it's also really big on the self. And what I'm seeing, our theme of the week I'm seeing is going to be how we nurture ourselves, how we show up for ourselves, how we take the advice that we got from the Libra new moon, the advice that we got on ourselves, and how we take that and we look at the work that we're putting in. Okay, we're really getting focused and we're looking down at these things that we've already been working on, but that we are continuing to work on. And we're contemplating what needs to stay and what needs to go. Okay. We found ourselves like this all last week. I know last week for me, I was very in the state of, okay, how do I balance out my relationship with self, my relationship with others? How do I make sure that I'm not being taken advantage of and I'm not taking advantage of other people? So I really see this week is going to be something big for us where we want to live a life of harmony. We want to flow. We want things to go well. But in order to do that, we have to be honest with ourselves and with others. We have to express ourselves. We have to express what we want and communicate clearly. Mercury is in Libra as well. So this week we will really be trying to communicate not in kind of a harsh way, but kind of more in a way of we're trying to look at the other person's perspective and not think that we're solely right. Okay, because we want balance and we want everyone to feel seen and feel heard. And this is why I love that the Queen of Ariel, mature, practical, generous, happy, just as you want everyone else to feel seen and heard, you have to want that for yourself. And this is how we're nurturing ourselves. And we're really focusing on this work that we're doing. And we know that the work that we're doing is not work that happens overnight. And we are prepared to stick it out and be consistent, because now that the new moon in Libra showed us what it is that we want for ourselves, maybe how we've been slacking our relationship with self. Now we know that this work that we have to do with ourselves, with our relationships, with our dreams, with our goals, with creating that balance in our life, we know that this is consistent work and we can't just stop. So we're looking at and we're prepared for the long haul. Now, Aries vibe already showed up. Aries vibe showed up. And you want to know why I like that the Emperor showed up? Because the Emperor is that action, right? Because while I was meditating, focus came into my mind, and then it's like, what next came into my mind. Now that you know what it is that you need to do, what next? And the first thing I got was action. We have action. We have, that certainty, that stability, that efficiency. And right next to that, we have the Two of Cups reversed. This is telling me that there needs to be action taken with anything in your life that is not stable, any relationships that are not stable, any people that are not emotionally available, any relationships or situationships, friendships, partnerships, even with yourself, anything that is not stable, that is not compatible, anything that is not bringing you good energy. It is the Emperor that's coming today to say, all right, you need to take charge of this situation. You need to focus, and you need to really see if you're committed to sticking this out for the long haul, or if you have to stop. Okay. So I'm definitely seeing that for us. We might really be focusing on these relationships this week that are not benefiting us, and maybe we're not benefiting them. Okay, because you do have to see it from both perspectives. So maybe it's not solely the other partner. Maybe it's you as well. Maybe this has run its course and you have to realize that. Next up, we have the Knight of Raphael. And we have the Nine of Wands. So I'm seeing again here because love is definitely in the air. We're definitely, since we're in the sign of Libra, ruled by Venus, we're definitely looking at love, romantic, and we have those romantic feelings. And maybe you want to be in a committed relationship, but you're holding on to things from the past and you're ready. I feel like a lot of us are ready to release them, but we just have to make sure, and this is where the Emperor, you have to make sure that this situation, this relationship that you want to let these emotions go is the right relationship to do it for, or the right people to trust. So we have the Knight of Cups, right? Knight of Raphael. And the Knight of Raphael, that is not cups, I'm sorry. With this angel deck, these suits are a lot different, okay? And I'm trying to, the Knight of, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, not the Knight of Pentacles. This is the Knight of Wands. Yeah, it's the Knight of Wands. I'm so sorry. But we have a lot of wands here too, and that's ambition, that's fire, that's passion, that's our soul, right? So we have the Knight of Raphael, and this is saying, we're really going to be looking at the relationships in our lives this week, and we want to be committed, but we still have this part of us that we're not ready to let go. There's this feeling of, you ever get into a relationship or you get into something and everything's going good and you feel like, oh, there's something that's coming. This black cloud is coming. So we have that over us as well. And I really feel as though with this, we have to, and this is why this shaman came up, we do need to trust in higher forces. We do need to trust in ourselves, also in our intuition, in knowing what is right for us and what is not right for us, okay? Next, we have the Page of Gabriel. And this comes up with our passions this week, the things that you want to do, maybe the goals that you've set. And maybe you're feeling, okay, like you don't know what you want to do, but you have all this energy and you're very optimistic, but you don't know. And this is when you have to surrender. You have to surrender and you have to stop trying to figure shit out. Sometimes when you're not figuring things out, things fall into place. All right. So we're definitely, and this makes sense because we are so focused and because we know that we're in it for the long haul, because we are looking at everything. We're looking at our goals. We're looking at the things that give us stability. We're looking at the things that ground us. We're looking at the things that we can depend on, the things that, the things that will last. We're looking at all that. So of course it makes sense that you're feeling a little bit worried of opening up maybe to another person. Maybe you're feeling like you don't know. Maybe you're feeling a little worried with opening up with your creative passions because you're scared. And this is when it comes in where you have to surrender, but you have to follow that passion, because if you don't follow that passion, it's going to eat you up inside. Next, we do have the Three of Raphael, but it was reversed. So maybe you have been secluding yourself off. I feel like last week, a lot of us secluded ourselves. We really needed to isolate. We really feel like we needed to be alone. But I feel like this week is not a week for that. This is a week to surround yourselves with those that you love, because this is the week where you're figuring out, okay, this person I really want to keep in my life. This friendship is really worth it. Those kind of friendships, that's what you need to keep in your life, because you need that while you are cutting and shedding. You need those kinds of people in your life. And these are the people that bring out that Page of Wands, that bring out these are the people where you can really tap into that Page of Wands energy. And you want to be social. You want to be a charmer. You want to have fun. You want to do all that. And you need people in your life that bring back that passion for living, that passion for life. Now, next up, we do have the Five of Ariel. And the Five of Ariel is reversed. So a lot of us are really ready to let go of this hopelessness. We're ready to let go of this feeling of, oh, that I had to let go of that friendship. I had to let go of that relationship. I had to let go of that toxic relationship with myself. Oh my God. And maybe a lot of us were focused so bad on what we did or how we allowed ourselves to be treated. And we were feeling guilty and we were judging ourselves. But now this week, you're like, you know what? That's in the past. I'm ready to move forward. We have the Page of Swords here. The one way that I'm going to tell you guys that you need to move forward is by communicating with those people, communicating with yourself that you've let that go. You are ready for bigger and better things, okay? But you do have to stand your ground. You have to be brave. You have to be courageous. I know in times like this, when you're leaving things behind, and you do feel, I feel like there's this feeling of, you know what, things are going to be okay. but you have to know that the first few steps will not be as it'll be scary. So you have to be brave. You have to be courageous. Last but not least, what I do see here, the 3 of Gabriel. The 3 of Gabriel. So I'm seeing that this week can be very prosperous, very abundant for us. And this week is going to show us the art of taking time to think things through before we make the next step. Thinking things through before we let that friendship go. Thinking things through before, okay, before we decide what we want to do with our passions. Thinking things through. But you do need to take and you have to plan out the next steps. But I am seeing here that we need to be open to receiving guidance from the universe as you're planning things out. Be open to receiving the messages, being open to receiving help, being open to receiving all those things that Spirit wants to give you. Because a lot of times when we're planning, we want to see it from our vision, but maybe Spirit has something to show you, or some type of blueprint to give you. Okay, but we really do, and it's very optimistic, very joyful, and I'm seeing that we are in this optimistic and joyful place because we know that we are the masters of the ship that we're sailing. We have trust and thrive here from the stag, trusting and thriving. Trust in yourself, trust in your intuition, trust in your connection to divine, and thrive. Take care of your needs this week. Please take care of your needs. And when I mean take care of your needs, I mean take care of your mental health. Take care of, maybe you need to be alone. Maybe you need to be with friends. Take care of removing from your life what needs to be removed and bringing in, okay? Trust in higher forces. And then we have stand your ground. I love this. A lot of times when we have to release people or relationships or situations, there comes that, well, why? Well, why? Stand your ground. Say what you want. Do not allow anyone to tell you that what you want isn't good for you, that you need to allow these people to remain in your life. Stand your ground. This is your life. This is your dream. This is yours. And maybe you can hear people out, see from their perspective, but in the end, what you want to do is best for you. And you have to trust in that. Stand your ground like a mountain, no matter what comes up against you, no matter what anyone has to say. Stand your ground and focus. I hope you guys like this reading. You can check me out on YouTube, on Twitter, all under Elysian Spirit Tarot. And if you would like to book a reading with me, click the link in the bio, all right? Bye.